Also new tonight, new Memphis Mayor Paul Young addressing the city's major issue of crime. Day 3 for the new administration, and Young kicked it off with action.
That's right. This morning he met with a newly formed public safety task force, bringing ideas and possible solutions from all sides of the political spectrum. ABC 24's Leah Williams joins us. And Leah, what are some of the goals of the task force?
Well, Pepper, the Public Safety Task Force includes the mayor, Memphis Police Chief, state lawmakers, plus the Shelby County District Attorney and Sheriff's Office leaders. They all have one goal in mind, and that's making Memphis safer for everyone, even if the specifics aren't entirely clear right now.
I wish they could do something with the crime, help us with the crime, because it's bad.
Memphians are urging leaders to get crime under control. Memphis is coming off a record year for homicides, and police say this year is already off to a dangerous start.
We respond to gunfire on New Year's Eve on a regular basis, but I would say this year we had more instances and more calls to respond to gunfire than we've had in the past.
That urgency for change is why Memphis Mayor Paul Young launched a new public safety task force to discuss potential solutions.
We needed to galvanize all of the players into one conversation.
Thursday, ABC 24 learned local stakeholders are focused on creating a repeat offender task force and a partnership to offer support for youth in the justice system. This follows Shelby County District Attorney Steve Mulroy's new initiative to fast-track trials of violent crime cases.
We're not doing a good enough job at solving crimes and not doing a good enough job about bringing cases to trial quickly.
State lawmakers also weighed in, pushing for legislation to seize cars used in drag races, make possession of stolen guns a felony, and create a state gun violence prevention office. Mayor Young is confident this collaborative effort with different ideas will spark change.
Memphis Mayor Paul Young says this public safety task force will not fall by the wayside. He says they'll still meet periodically to discuss goals and solutions and tackle timely issues throughout the year. Pepper?
All right, Leah, thank you. And speaking of public safety, news broke that in his final days as mayor, Jim Strickland rejected the approved Memphis City Council ordinances that would end pretextual traffic stops, the use of unmarked cars, and some other MPD measures. At today's press conference, CJ Davis said Strickland's rejection of those measures needs context.
We've changed numerous policies even prior to the Tyree Nichols incident to ensure that our officers are held accountable, have the appropriate level of supervision, have the appropriate level of, training, so that when they're out on the street, that they're treating our community members with procedural justice.
Memphis Police Chief CJ Davis says MPD adopted City Council's ordinances into their policy as soon as they passed. Today, Mayor Paul Young promised the city would enforce the approved Memphis City Council ordinances.
Well, looking ahead now, Sunday marks 1 year since Tyree Nichols was beaten by Memphis police officers during a traffic stop and later died. His family planning to honor Nichols' life during a vigil to honor their son. The vigil will be this Sunday at the site of that deadly beating, located at Castlegate Lane and Ross Road, starting at 7 p.m. Now, another vigil will also be held at the same time, this one in California, at Tyree's favorite skate park, which was renamed after him.